Hey Ali, how you doing? Hi Ninja. I'm not surprised. It usually is. It's all a big scam and all a big joke just to make so lawyers can make money. That's all it is. It's a fucking joke. People don't understand if they settle things, it's easy. 60/40 what? You got to do 60 and he does 40 or the opposite. He's out of his damn mind. Oh, hell no. Exactly. There you go. And that ain't gonna happen. He can't afford shit now, so how the hell is that gonna work? That ain't gonna work. That guy is like he's dumb as shit. What a fucking idiot. Well, I tell you, ain't nothing gonna get settled. The reason they don't show the proof is because they're guilty, and they know if they do show the proof of payments, then they're gonna get burnt. Yeah, because the reason why is because they know if they show it, then he's fucked. My sister's ex-husband did the same thing. He refused to show like his earnings the last couple times, and then he just settled. Because if they go to court and they show that what they make and all that stuff, they get burnt. That's why he's calling you to say, hey, look, 60/40, please do something. He's trying to get you to like cave in. He did my sister's ex-husband tried to do the same thing. He tried to say, "Oh yeah, you got a house and you got money from the shares and yeah, but what about you, motherfucker? You got more than us. So what are you talking about? Your shares are worth more than the house and everything together. Your shares are worth double a house is. So what the fuck are you talking about?" That's why he ran through three lawyers. Because all three told him fuck off. And you're an idiot. But if he's making 8 grand a month, then he should be fine with paying 2,500 or 2,400. What's the problem? Yeah, it's only you. Yeah, he's only paying for himself. Yeah, he's only paying for himself. So what groceries are you buying, bruh? What it is, like I said, it all boils down to he can't justify in his beady mind that he's got to pay all that money because he knows those kids ain't gonna waste all that money, and you're gonna benefit off of him. But see, the reason he has to pay that is because you got to deal with the kids. He's basically paying for you to deal with your own kids, because that's how it works. If you really think about it, that's what he's doing. And they don't like that. But that's your fault. Right? But all this back and forth is a waste of money. Yeah. He's dumb. Because this is the exact same thing happened with my sister's ex-husband. He was beating around the bush trying to get my sister to cave in and do what he wanted to do, still being a narcissistic fool and thinking that you're gonna get what you want. Yo, bruh, it ain't gonna work like that. Just fucking shut up and pay, and then you ain't gotta pay no lawyer fees no more. Honestly, if this ever happened to me in my lifetime, which I know it ain't, but if it were to happen to me, right? If I were to end up being with a woman and I had a kid and all this, and I would get a divorce, I would settle it the same day. I'd be like, I ain't going to court. How much you want? Okay, cool. I'm gonna pay this much. I'm gonna do this because if I say no and try to like make some type of bullshit, I'm gonna spend thousands of dollars on a lawyer just for them to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Hell no, no way. I've learned through other people's bullshit that that's the worst thing you can do. And it's dumb. He should just settle and just swallow his pride, shut the fuck up, and agree to pay the money that he owes you, and that's it. And if I was him, that's what he's got to do. Because if not, he's gonna waste more money than he's ever thought in his life. Of course, it's in your favor because you're the one that has the children, and he doesn't. Does he say I'm taking the kids every once a whole week? No. The only way it works in a man's favor is if the man says, 1 week with me, 1 week with her. 1 week with me, 1 week with her. Because that's what happened to this guy I know here. He says, I'm taking my kids the whole week. He took his youngest kid, right? He was paying $5,000 a month for the youngest kid. And he went back to court and said, fuck this. I'm taking care of my kid every week for a whole week. And then you take 1 week, I take 1 week. So I want it to be way less than 5 grand. So the court ended up saying, look, all you gotta do is pay a grand now, $1,000. That's it. So he went from 5 grand to 1,000. Just like that. But he had to go back to court and like prove that he was taking care of his kid every other week. And he won't do that. So that's why he's got to pay. And that's why my sister's ex-husband, that's why he's paying $2,500 a month now because he got fucked and he realized and he doesn't even care about the kids. He don't even want to see him. He never asks to see him. He never calls him. He never does anything with him. He don't care because those kids told him you're a fucking pussy. We don't even want nothing to do with you. Nobody wants nothing to do with a parent that lies to your face every damn time you speak to them. And the woman that he was involved with, when he broke up things with my sister, he went and found some hoe. And he was with her for 2 years. And the hoe left him last month. The hoe got up and left his ass and moved out of his house, moved out of his apartment, and she's on her merry way. And everybody says the girl is so happy now she feels like she's like got away from the devil. And I say, yeah, she had to learn the hard way too. So now he's single again and he's all miserable. He's all fucked up. He just came back from away from having an operation on his ear. And everybody says it's bullshit because you don't see no cut on his ear. You don't see nothing wrong with his ear. His ear is perfectly fine. So he's fucking lying again to everybody. And everybody's like, this guy's a weirdo. You know? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, these people are mental, yo. This has been, it's only April. And I've seen more mental people in these past 3.5 months than I've seen for the past 10 years of my life. There's some really stupid fucking people in this world. I don't know where the hell, what they're eating or they're drinking. But thank God I ain't eating or drinking what they're eating and drinking. I don't know if it's what they're eating or drinking. I just think they're just born stupid. I'm convinced. I don't get it. Like I don't know what's wrong with these people. One thing about me, I don't want to spend a whole pile of money on no lawyer fees. Hell no. I'll settle this shit and let's go. Just deal with it. At the end of the day, yeah, you gotta take care of your kids. But you don't want to? Oh well, give up your rights then. I'm surprised he hasn't said that. I'm surprised he hasn't said to you, yeah, I'm giving up my rights and I'm not paying nothing. 'Cause I don't know if you're allowed to do that out there. But here in Bermuda, you can give up your rights. You can say, I'm giving up my rights. I don't want nothing to do with those kids. You deal with them and fuck you. Goodbye. And you can't deal with your kids no more. Yeah. Right. So then his parents should pay his bills then. If his parents are telling him don't do it, then oh well. You don't deal with the kids now, so you might as well give up your rights. And if you don't, shut up and pay the monthly fee. And he's got a long way to pay because those kids are young. He's got a long time to pay. Oh boy. He's got to bust his ass for the next 10, 15 years. Because, well, how old is Cameron? 4? And Sophia? They're like, what, 4 and 3 or something like that? Or 5 and 3? He's got over 10. He's got over 15 years left. Fuck. He's got a long way. And if they go college and shit, he's got to pay for that shit too. That's why a man gets screwed. That's why you see me, I never get married. I don't even want kids no more. I have my nephews. I'm good to go. I'm too old for that shit now anyway. And thank God I never was banging some hoe and had a kid. Thank God. Thank God I helped myself and I was very smart. But in his case, he knows better. If he paid attention from the beginning, he wouldn't be in the mess he's in now. Correct? He wouldn't be in the mess he's in now if he paid attention and dealt with his children and dealt with you and did what he had to do. But no, you want to be an idiot. Now you gotta pay. Now you gotta pay more than you ever paid in your damn life. See now it registers. When you don't have your children in your possession, you realize how much you have to spend on them. And then the guy's more mad because the woman, the baby mother, which is you, is also benefiting off the money that he's sending. So that makes the man more furious because he knows he's paying for you to live. And it's fucked up, but it's the truth. Because technically that money's going to you too. And that's the thing. But who's taking care of the children? Not him, not his parents, you and your parents. So you deserve the money that he gives. There you go. See that? High five. Just like my hey Dan, how you doing, brother? Yeah, exactly. But see, that's the thing. Like that's what happened with my that's what happened just now. Like when we finally got the money from that asshole that he owes us every month. Now my sister says, yeah, she told I told her, I said, I've been paying for these guys and paying for everybody around here. Even I paid when he was here. I used to pay for him to eat. I used to buy fish and he used to eat off of me all the time. Right? And since me and my sister have lived here, right? I will buy food, she will buy food. I will make the food, she'll make the food. Like we work together. There's nobody doing more than the other person. I'm always helping. I'm always doing. Even if she buys the food, I'll make the food. You see what I'm saying? If I make the food, I mean, if I buy the food, I'll make the food too. Like we have a great understanding on what we need to do, right? And that bastard knew that. But what it is, he acts like that never happened. So he does it on purpose to make me mad to go beat the shit out of him and say, "Why the fuck are you lying for?" You know? Because he knows. But he's already told people what happened in this household. He used to tell everybody, "Yeah, Mark's the chef. Mark cooks for we got. Mark does this, blah, 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 blah." He don't cook. He don't cook at all. His oven ain't even seeing a fucking pot and pan. That guy don't know how to cook. He eats out every day. When he was separated from us over the other side of the house, he used to order food every day. He never made no damn food. Mm-mm. He ordered food every day. There was a delivery person came here every day to give him food, and he's still doing it because everybody says he does it. I don't know about no fucking food. He's an idiot. And then he goes around saying that, "Oh yeah, I'm not giving you more child support because Mark's over there using electricity." And oh yeah, and when your sons come over here, they don't use the electricity. And when we had the renovation and you had to use my electricity over this side, I never charged you for that. You forgot about that part, right? Conveniently. One thing I told is I wrote a letter to him and his lawyer. The very first time I exposed him right off the bat. Right after that letter that I gave his lawyer, my sister had a meeting with him, and the first lawyer got rid of him within a month. Within 3 months, she was gone. She told him bye. She was with him for a couple months, and that was it. She got rid of him one time. And the second lawyer, he was with the longest, which probably like a year. And then the last maybe 6 months, he was with the new lawyer that he still has now. That just shows how dumb he is. You're blessed, Dan. Good, man. Glad you're blessed. Me too. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? But I wouldn't worry about it, Ali. He's getting screwed, and he needs to anyway. He needs to feel the wrath and the pain of what it's like to pay bills and what the Lord is like to not live off of people. Because I remember you telling me that he lived with you and your mom and your dad, and you guys lived there, and you were gonna end up expanding and getting a bigger like room built on. I remember you were asking me about it, and I was telling you, yeah, you got to do this and that. And he could have done all that shit, but he's a fucking idiot. It doesn't matter if you live rent free. You live it, and so did fucking he. He forget. He forgets that. He forgets that he lived rent free too, right? He won't mention that part. Dumb jackass. Hey Maria, how you doing? You all right, darling? You see what I'm saying? He forgets he was there rent free too. Fucking idiot. And that's the same thing with me. He told his lawyer that I live here rent free and I don't do nothing. I just leech off of everybody. Yeah. Okay there, buddy. Whatever you say. You told your lawyers that I live here rent free and I leech off of you and my sister, but you forgot to tell them all everything else, didn't you? Yeah. I don't pay no bills here either, right? And I don't feed you either, and I don't take care of your kids. And I made your house worth almost over 2 million fucking dollars. You didn't say that, did you? I turned this house into a fucking mansion. Me, not him. Me. I made this house look good, not him. Fucking idiot. That's why I laugh every day when I hear things that he says about me or he talks shit about, he tells the lawyers all these fucking bullshit ass lies. I just laugh. I just say, yeah, whatever, bro. You say whatever you want, man. You're just jealous. No my problem. Yeah, see, good. That's what's up, Ali. Just Ali, all you gotta do is sit back and let him roast himself, just like he did today. They made themselves look stupid. As long as they keep making themselves look stupid, then man. Yeah, Maria, that's all you can do is ignore ignorance. A lot of people are going crazy right now. Mental illness is a big thing in Bermuda. I mean, in Bermuda. Well, yeah, it is in Bermuda, but in the world, there's a lot of mental people around. It's sad. It's actually pretty sad. It's actually worrying me that more and more mental people exist every day. I would say why I think they're mental, but vaccine. Sorry, I had a little cough there. Yeah, you took off the bandages tonight after the shower. Mama said, to look better. Okay, good, Dan. That's good. Yeah, exactly, Ali. Yeah, that's all you got to do. I swear I could have been a lawyer. I'm seeing it all. I've seen everything happen with my sister and my brother. All this divorce shit, all these lawyers and all this bullshit. All crazy. No more horse pills. That's good. Maria, I got your donation. Thanks. I thought you was gonna take a break. I guess just one day. Maria said, "Look, fuck that. I just want a 1 day break. I'm going right back to readings again." Yep, it is. Divorces are more expensive than a wedding. I'm gonna say it again. Divorces are more expensive than the wedding, and that is a fact. Well, I would say it's a fact in some ways. In my brother's case, it wasn't. He spent a lot of money on his wedding, but when they got the divorce, they went through the government and then they signed a paper, an agreement paper, and they paid $500 to get the papers done, and then just got a divorce, and they just each went their separate ways. And my brother didn't even pay for the divorce; she did, and she said that way she won't pay child support and won't because she didn't want the kids. She left. She just wanted dick. Then the dick she got made her sick, and now she's got to deal with it for the rest of her life. And it's not my problem. Once a hoe, always a hoe. And that's why Marky ain't getting married. So if you don't want to get married and you just want to be together, happily together, and not get married ever, I'm your guy. Okay? But if you want to get married, don't come see me. Because I'm not getting a divorce and you're not going to take my shit. Hell no. All right. Marie said a general for me in Wilton. He's been tired and drinking. I can sense frustration. Yeah. Lady Road has been stressed. Yeah, I see what you mean. All right, let's check. Hey, Joanna, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. Had a good day. Even when you're not here, there's always some action going on. You know, there's never a dull moment. All right, so what I get here is Walter's very sad, and Walter's very like he feels like he can't do too much because of other people. Hint, hint to baby mother and his son. He's lost his faith. He feels like he can't achieve anything right now because he's feeling stuck. Um, he's thinking about his past and how difficult and hard it was. Um, like he's very depressed right now, and he fears like things getting worse. But he knows he has to stop drinking because that's been a bad, you know, like his past and his drinking. The reason why he's drinking a lot is because of his past, and like he's like obsessing about it, and he's trying to like find a new job. Like he thinks a new job will help him. He thinks that like if he's more enthusiastic or he puts more initiative into things, that he'll feel better. Like, you know what I mean? Like he'll feel like things will get better if he like blocks that out of his mind. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, his past with the baby mama. Yeah, exactly. So like he fears things getting worse actually. But I think he's trying to get like a new job because he doesn't want to work there no more. He might be thinking about getting a new job soon, but he's like obsessed about like how things are, and he doesn't know how he's gonna change it. He doesn't know how to change things. You know what I mean? No, like I'm talking about like his life. Now between you and him, he just thinks that he thinks that you're definitely like, not the problem to him. He just thinks that he has to keep on putting in the effort to make sure you and him are cool. You know what I mean? And he doesn't want to rush into anything. He doesn't want to cause any more trouble. He doesn't want to like make any unnecessary plans, things like that. Right. Yeah. Maybe he might like get like a different place where he can work or something like that. You know what I mean? But he looks at you as somebody who's very generous, very kind, has a lot of dignity. He feels it comfortable with you. Like he might make plans to see you, but then like it might not go the way it goes. It might not be like he might say, okay, I want to see you, and then like something happens and he has to like pull back and say, I can't see you now, something else came up. But like he um also he's worried about money right now. So he might be like paying for a lot of things. So he might not be able to take you out, and he doesn't want to like make you pay for shit. So yeah, he doesn't want to rush like I'm not talking about like love shit. I'm talking about like he doesn't want to rush things, with his life because he's like he's mad at his job or mad working where he is right now, and he wants to change it. But he's like, I better not rush into things. Yeah. So like he might be like tight for money. So but between you and him, he looks at you as someone who he's comfortable with and who he's happy with. But like I think he's thinking a lot about his job, about if he should like move to a different location, like move a different job or get a, you know, maybe somewhere else in the district or something. I don't know. He's thinking about it, but he doesn't want to rush into like moving or getting another job. But he's just thinking about it. He might ask you something about jobs and things like that. But otherwise, that I don't see nothing bad happen. Nah, nah. You and him, I tell you, you and him's fine. He thinks that he's comfortable with you. He's fine. He thinks that you're good to him. Everything's good, but he doesn't want to cause problems between you and him. That's the difference. He doesn't want to cause problems. Yeah. You're welcome, Maria. It's all good. I always see things good between you and him. It's just he's stressed out about his past and he can't like really get over it. But that's him, see. He's got to like sort it out. He's got to like really, get rid of all the past things. It took me a long time to get rid of my past. My past kept haunting me a lot of times, but eventually I got rid of it. And it was the best thing. I don't even think about it no more. I don't care. I could care less about my past now. I'm too focused on making future better. So maybe you should tell Walter that stop dwelling on his past. He can't change it. He can't, do anything to make it better. So try to like, focus more on the future. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. So I don't know. His energy fluctuates every week. One minute it's with the baby mama and they like, and her family or some shit. One minute it's the son. Now I get work energy. Like he's fed up at work, things like that. Yeah, just tell him things like that to make him, think about it. Sometimes people gotta hear things in order to understand, like, Yeah. So that's probably why I got the work situation because he's upset at work. Mm. Yeah, see? Yeah, that's not you. Every time he's upset, it's not you. It's the things he's dealing with. I know sometimes like, it's hard to believe sometimes, but if you ain't know you ain't doing nothing wrong, then you ain't. And some guys like him who have too much things on their mind, sometimes they be like, "Look, woman, I ain't got no time for you. Like, I need to break up because you irritate me or whatever." So, well, if you're still waiting for the work thing, well, remember, if it was a big deal, they would have told you already. What it is, they're probably analyzing who they're gonna, to get rid of those idiots that they're lying and they're doing dumb shit. Because if you think about it, see how those women that woman like touched your phone and all that shit. You can take that to court if you wanted to, and then that district will be in trouble because they didn't sort it out properly. You got me? So if they feel like you would take legal action against them, it's gonna make that place look stupid because they didn't deal with it. 'Cause out in the states, you can do all that type of shit. Oh, there you go. See, And you have every right to. Yeah, it's invading your privacy. And you can't do that shit at work anyway. And especially at the type of job you're at. So, like I said, they screwed themselves. Sometimes we all have to let people fuck themselves over and thus not say nothing. Sometimes that's the best thing to do. But people like want to argue and people want to like be vengeful and they want to do stupid shit. Like sometimes you just gotta ignore people and just let them know, like, go ahead, talk all you want. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Some people do that and then they realize that they're wrong, but they don't care. See, they're just programmed to do wrong things and bad things. They never understand what's right from wrong. But there's a lot of people that I've seen do like crimey type things or bullshit things and then they regret it afterwards. I'm like, well, that didn't register in your mind when you was doing the dumb shit. You never thought about that before you open up your mouth. So that's people's fault. That's their fault. Nah. Well, I've seen him every time I read for him. I see him with a whole pile of stress from day one. I've been telling you this forever. It's not your fault. His life is a lot more stressful than yours is. I always see him with the problems, not you. So it can't be your fault. And don't think it is either, because it isn't. I'll blame you though. A lot of people will blame people for doing shit that they don't do. That's a part of life. People love to blame people for their shit. And it happens that way. It ain't easy. But Maria, just keep calm and just like allow things to just pan out on its own. Sometimes that's the best thing to do. Best thing to do is keep quiet and let everything pan out. The more you run your mouth or the more you talk, the more you like fuel the bullshit. You know. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and be like, yeah, I ain't got time for this shit. Yeah, there you go. Keep everything positive. All you gotta do is stay positive and everything will pan out on its own. Let it all pan out. Yeah, see? That's why I keep telling you, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Ulta wants that coochie, he ain't worried about nothing else. Ulta wants coochie time. He's like, yes, I want to see you. Hell yeah. He wants kisses and hugs and feels. Of course, he's gonna say yes. D, yeah. See, there you go. You know what time it is. Yeah, just stay positive. That's all. That's all we can do nowadays. Because there's so many negative people in the world. When you find someone that's just as positive, it's nice. It reciprocates the energy, you know? Yeah, of course. Hell yeah. You gotta cover your back, you know? You have to cover yourself. Yeah. I'm sure he'll say yes, yes again with some more emojis. He might give me the wow emoji. My dog's making snoring noises in the back again. Piggy, yeah, right over there. Don't be farting around here, yeah? I don't want to smell your ass tonight. Yeah, there you go. That's all I do is make people laugh. I laugh every day. I have to because sometimes, you know, life is difficult for a lot of people. But energy is a big thing. People have to have, like, if you have the right energy and you don't give it to other people, then you'll be all right. The main thing is to not give bad people your energy. Ignoring people and ignoring bad energy is good. Sometimes you just gotta let people talk to themselves and let people know, like, you know, you have boundaries. You know, don't fuck around with my energy, and they'll get the point. Some people do, some people don't. Eventually, it all works out. You just gotta stay positive. Stay positive and do positive things, and positive shit will just reciprocate over and over. And laugh every day. Try not to get mad, and if you do, don't let it consume you. Keep going. That's what I try to do every day, man. It's a challenge to be, happy all the time, and it's a challenge to be like not to go off and do things like that. Well, a lot of women like to compete. See, a lot of women like to compete with each other. Men do it too, obviously, but women compete looks wise. Men compete, different ways, masculine ways. But the best thing to do is just keep doing yourself. Just keep being happy. Do whatever makes you happy, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. So Tanya, you had a good presentation. Oh, it's good. You said I did a presentation and it went really well today. Good. Good for you. You go, girl. All right, Maria. No problem, sweetheart. Thanks for coming by. Wish you a good week. Hey, well, there you go, Tanya. As long as you clean, you're good. You've accomplished a lot this week, the past few days. You accomplished a lot. You should be proud of yourself. See? Be proud of yourself that you did it. You accomplished what you needed to accomplish. Thanks, Maria. Yeah. Well, we all get challenged every day, by different things, different people, different situations. Being positive is the biggest challenge in my mind. I think that being positive 24/7 is like a huge challenge because people are always trying to get to you or say shit to you or like, something breaks down, something happens. It's difficult to be like super positive every day. I try my best, I'll be honest. I've changed a lot. Like I don't really let things make me so mad where my heart pounds out of my chest and I have like, I don't sleep because I'm so mad or something. I don't really get like super angry anymore. I used to, but I just think about what my mom says all the time. Ignore ignorance. Sometimes you gotta put everything aside. Like you said, you gotta put it aside and just deal with it. Passes to make any card to pick another. Oh, nice. Yeah, keep taking shit to the dump. Keep getting rid of things. That's a good thing. The more energy and clutter you get out of your house, the better you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel very lightheaded as you go on. The mailman took the Easter cards today. Oh, you got them out early, Dan. That's good. You got 11 days. 11 days. The vape's not enough, Tanya. The vape ain't enough. We have to think of something else besides the vape. Maybe two Tylenols. Two Tylenols might be in the case. Speaker of the vape queen. Marley's here. See, all Tanya said was get the vape, and Marley shows up. She must have. She just woke up. See, she said, "Fuck, get the motherfucking vape." She bring in, she bring in Marley just like that. All she had to do is say, "Get the vape." Yeah, I've been lying live for almost like an hour, and you got the vape. See, just in time. You done manifesting. See that? You got the power now, Tanya. Tanya's got the power. I got the power. Mm-mm-mm. That's good. Glad mom's is all right. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, she did. Said I'm on fire. Oh boy, it ain't easy. Mm-mm-mm. I'm trying to think of that song that has the fire lyrics in it. Some shit. Uh, it could always be better, Marley. You know, I guess. Yeah, that's the song. This girl is on fire. Hey, I knew I could depend on you for the songs. You know. Yeah, there you go. That's Miss Bikini's song. See, now all you need now is Ann to come in here and put that song and splash some paint. And you're good to go. Now we need to manifest Ann. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. If she comes splashing some paint and then she puts this song on it, we're good to go. We're splashing paint, run this song. Yeah, we're gonna try and manifest our calling in, calling in. Splash, splash. Poor puppy. Yes, Ilda, I haven't seen Ilda for a couple of days. I know she said that she was working and stuff, and she'll try and come in when she sees me. But one thing, when she's available, she'll always come in. She's probably tired working. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she works like different hours. But there's times where she's here all the time around this time. It's when she doesn't work. It's like seasonal or whatever. So like this type of season, she's like, working, probably working right now. Or she's probably sleeping right now and then gotta wake up. Cause usually I think she works late and then she has to get up like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So she's probably sleeping now. But when I message her and tell her you guys are thinking about her and want to see her, she'll come in like the next day just to say hi. But sometimes she'll say, "Hey, look, there's somebody in your room or something like that," and I didn't want to speak because the person was in there. So she knows. She's warned me about a few people. I was like, at least she knows. Good. I do the same anyway. I always warn everybody about somebody, especially if they're fucking weird. I have my AC on right now because it's so friggin' humid. It's so humid that I have my AC on. Last night I had my AC on. Tonight I have my AC on again. You're burnt out from work. Actually, yeah. See, it was like a week ago or a week and a half ago. I had that lightning thunderstorm here, and ever since that day, when I didn't go to sleep, that like the whole day got fucked all up for me. I ain't been right since. It's like it's sometimes I'll sleep a good bit, and sometimes I won't. And now my dad's in the hospital, so we're all worried about him. I went to see him this morning. He was okay. And then my oldest sister just called us and said that he apparently fell down, but he fell on his ass, which is good. So he didn't really hurt himself that much. But he went to go like grab a table and he fell. But thank God he didn't hurt himself. Like he landed on his ass, but he don't keep still. See, he wants to get out of there. He's ignorant as shit. So apparently she went down there like almost 10 o'clock to go see how he was, and he wasn't sleeping yet. So he's being a pain in the ass. Thanks, Joanna. I hope so too. I mean, this morning he looked a lot better. His legs weren't swollen as much, so he looked better today. My mom and I went to visit him this morning. My brother went there, my other sister and my nephew went, and my other sister and my nephew went too. But my sister said that he fell down and the nurses helped him back up. So yeah, he's in like a little shitty room. Because there's no like hospital beds available. Man, the hospital here is a fucking joke. I pray every day I don't go in there. I honestly pray every day that I don't go there. And seeing my dad today in that shitty ass room, I was like, fucking hell. I was like, I felt bad for him. I hope he gets out like tomorrow because they did some more tests on him today. You know, he did some more tests today, and they said that if they didn't like take him right after that they had a test, then he's fine. So I'm hoping that he's gonna come home tomorrow because he's like he drives himself crazy by staying there. I feel like she will pay some bills next month or the end of this month or next month. You just have to be very firm with her and take control of the situation and communicate with her. But I'm getting a yes that she will pay for some bills in between now and the end of May. So if you need her to pay bills from now to the end of May, I'm getting yes. But you have to control the situation and make sure you tell her, look, you have to pay bills or else this, and that. So if you're very firm with her and control the situation about the bills and communicate with her, then I see you getting it because I got the nine of cups here. So that means yes, that she will pay for the bills. You just have to be very firm with her. But between now and next month, I would say yes. So yeah, he did eat some food today, my dad, and then he did like he walked around a bit and he was out in the hallway when we first came, so he tries to walk around because he doesn't want to be cramped up in that damn room. But the nurse told him, look, people are like begging for beds and you're not in yours. So if they see that you're out of your bed, they're gonna be like, this fucking guy's out here chilling and sitting on this fucking chair out here and we can be using his bed. And he's like, yeah, I know. I want to go to fuck home. He's doing it on purpose. He's like, I want to get out of here. I don't blame him, but I think tomorrow he should be coming home. I hope he does. We'll see. Hopefully they find out why his legs get fluid in it, but I don't have to be a doctor to know that, you know. Yeah, my dad's name is Daniel. He's a pain in the ass. No, they don't listen, no. No. Yeah, it does. And he's in a really, really small, shitty room too. So it's like, what the fuck? I wouldn't want to be him right now, that's for sure. And I knew that he wants to. He's a home guy. See, he likes to be home all the time. I don't know. My mom, my sister, and my other sister say that they think like he doesn't have dementia, but he says shit or he has like these bad dreams and he thinks the dreams are real. And sometimes he sees shit. He'll say shit a bit, but he doesn't do that with me though. I'm the only one he doesn't do that with. I never see like a delusional side of him. Everybody else says that he says shit to them, and then I'm like, he never does that with me. I'm like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Every time I speak to my dad on the phone or I see him on Sundays, he never acts like that. You know? Yeah. Thanks, Tanya. Yeah, that's what my sister said. My sister said it's probably because, like, he knows like he don't want to act up around you because he fears you. And I'm like, nah, man, I don't think so. I tell my, I tell everybody that me and my dad, we talk a lot. See, when we see each other, we talk about football and we talk about life and shit and people. We have a lot of things in common, so we talk a lot about things. So I don't see a delusional side of him. He's never said, "Hey, look, there's a cat right there," or or this thing is red and when it's not. He don't say shit like that to me. You know. So that's why, like, I try and tell my sister and my mom, and I say, "You don't do that shit with me," and he don't do it with my brother either. You know. My brother never says I see my dad like that, but he does it to the women. And I tell everybody that women drive him crazy. That's why. Said me and my brother don't drive him crazy. We talk to him normal. He don't do no dumb shit. He don't say nothing to me. Cause he told my mom like 2 weeks ago that he sees a cat on my old bedroom on the bed. And my mom says, "There's no cat there." And he's like, "See, I can't tell you nothing. You don't believe me, that's a cat there." And my mom says, "Oh, I went in there, he must have ran away." And he goes, "Okay, whatever." And then he just walks off. If he said that shit to me, right? If my dad said to me, "Oh yeah, there's a cat inside here," I'd be like, "Yeah, I just took him and threw him out the window because he was about to take a shit." So I said, "No, no, get out. So you ain't gonna see that cat no more." That's what I would tell him. I wouldn't say, "What the fuck you talking about? Ain't no damn cat over here." I'd be like, "Yeah, I saw the cat too, Dad. I threw his eyes outside. He was about to take a shit in here." And my mom says, "That's not right because you're lying to him." I said, "Well, you're lying to him too. You're telling me cat went. So what's the difference?" I see sometimes when he's doing that shit because he's like he's not getting no sleep. When you don't get sleep and all that, your body like gets all fucked up. You start seeing shit. You start being all getting delusional. But I try not to laugh. Yes, I am, Dan. I guess. But I try not to like be negative or try to think that my dad's gonna be fucked up. I just have positive outlooks on things. Cause when I saw him this morning, he was perfectly fine. And then as soon as my fucking devilish older sister goes down there, he fell right after she left. And I'm like, yeah, that fucking witch went down there and that was it. I told my mom, I said, as soon as that bitch left, look, he fell down. See, she puts that fucking negative energy on his ass, and that's a wrap. I went there first. He had a great day. He saw me, his favorite son, and his wife, my mom, and then after that, he started seeing that fucking biatch, and that was it. I told my sister, I said, I wish I can call her up and say, look, don't go down there, because you're just gonna make things worse for dad. You got that devilish fucking energy. Stop going down there. But I tell you one thing, I felt eerie as fucks when I was down there. When I went there this morning, I had my hat on, and I was there. I was looking at my dad, and I was talking to him, and I just felt so weird because there's a lot of dead spirits in there, right in the hospital, right? They're all hanging out there, and I had to take my hat off and like put my hair, I was like, had my hat on my head. I was like, oh boy, I'm starting to feel that fucking spirit energy in here. And then I just caught myself. I'm like, yeah, I need to focus on something. I need to think and just not know that I'm not coming here to be a fucking medium. I'm coming here to see my dad and get the fuck out of here as fast as I can. But it's weird. Every time I go in there, I'm like, ugh, I can't be in here, man. That shit would drive me nuts. I started feeling all weird when I got there. I'm like, oh, hell no. Please leave me alone. Don't aggravate me today. Anyway, I'm about to go sleep. It's getting late. I've already been on here for like an hour and how much? Hour and 20 minutes. I hopefully Marley he gets some sleep. I really do, but we'll see. He's got enough meds in him. Hopefully, like they. Sometimes I wish they can like gas him up, like put that shit you knock people out with, like that oxygen shit, whatever the fuck it is. That's what I feel like telling him. Look, you want his ass to keep still? Put some of that on his ass. Sleep for like 10 hours. That's what he needs. So he keep his ass still. That's what I should tell the nurse tomorrow. Look, gas his ass up. Put some of that shit on him like you knocking people out when they get a operation. Put that on him. That'll sort his ass the fuck up. He'll keep still. That's what I should tell the doctor tomorrow. Look, he needs sleep. Put that gas mask on his ass and let it sleep. Speaking of sleep, I need some too. Thanks, Tanya. I appreciate it. I'm gonna pray for him before I go to sleep too. Hey, Mariana. I haven't heard that name forever. Mariana. Good night, Mary Ellen. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I need to go get some rest too. I need to go get some sleep. See you guys tomorrow. I should be on here like during the day tomorrow at some point in time, I guess, and probably back out at nighttime again. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go pray for him right now, and hopefully he comes home tomorrow. I hope. All right. Good night, guys. Take care.